Hello there and welcome back to another video. So in the last video we saw how to hook up an LED strip to Arduino. So this time we will be adding a Bluetooth module so that we can remotely control the aspects of it. That was short and simple. There we go. Yeah, for those of you who missed out the last video, please check it out. The link is down in the description or the link will be popping on top of your screen right now because the circuit diagram, the code and the connections are pretty much from the last video. So in this video we'll just be seeing how to hook this thing up to the circuit, so don't waste your time watching this video if you don't have the circuit that we built last time. So let's take a short look at this module right here. So it's got 6 pins. It's a HC05 Bluetooth module. You can also go for a 06 version of it, it doesn't matter. So as we see, we have got 6 pins over here. So we will be using the receiver, transmitter, ground, VCC. So the VCC is going to be connected to the 5-volt pin and nano. Ground is going to be connected to the ground. Transmitter pin of the blue module is going to be connected to the receiver pin in nano, and the receiver pin in Bluetooth module is going to be connected to the transmitter pin in nano. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, and before you upload the program to the board, please ensure that the receiver and transmitter pin to nano is been disconnected so that no error is popping out while uploading the program. Okay, so now we're going to be plugging the Bluetooth module to the circuit that we built last time. Don't plug it anywhere over here or here because you'll be connecting many unnecessary terminals of the Arduino or the module to the other. Okay, we will be hooking this up as we mentioned. VCC pin is being represented by red and the ground cable is being represented by a white line. Okay, so the TX and the RX pin should be hooked up to the Arduino only after the program has been uploaded. Doing the other way will actually show error during the upload, which is not a good sign. So let's connect the VCC to 5-volt and nano. The circuit diagram and the code has been linked down in the description so you can follow them. The ground pin is now going to be connected to the negative bus. So now all we are left with is the transmitter and the receiver pin of the module. So we will do that once we upload the program. So in the last video we had a program that would make the LED fade and blink once the respective loop is being executed. So in this program we have defined a character T so as to call the respective action to be executed. So for example, over here the idea is to make the LED blink for 100 milliseconds at a value of 250. So we have an analog output. So we define the pin in which the LED has been connected to pin 3. So we have defined pin and the I is the value at which the LED is going to be blinking. So when you call A, the LED is going to turn on for 100 milliseconds and turn off for 100 milliseconds. And another part of the program includes the function C. So here we make the LED blink at intervals of 200 milliseconds. Well, that's a small modification. So another part of the program that includes alphabet delta controls the fading portion of the LED. So now it fades at a rate of 5. So it fades quickly. It goes from highest value to the lowest value in a very short interval of time. So we have said we have defined an integer again. So when I is equal to 0 and less than 255, it's going to increase in brightness. And so once it has attained the maximum value or brightness, which is greater than 0, now it has to drop in value and come down to 0. So in order to fade from a higher brightness to a lower brightness, this part of the program is in existence. So after that, I'm still not satisfied, so I've decided to include few more into this program. So now I'm calling alphabet echo to call in a program that would make the LED fade, but the only difference is in the previous section of this program we have the delay to be 5 and here it is 30. So it's going to be much slower and yeah, again as I mentioned before, looking at a high speed change in light source will actually affect your eyesight. So yeah, safety comes first. So the last 4 parts of the program include switching on the LED at its maximum brightness, and another part of this program includes switching on the LED at somewhat half of its full brightness value. So yeah, we have defined analog right, we have defined the pin, and the value at which the LED is going to be switching on is 125. So when you call H, the LED is going to be switching on at a brightness value of 50. So this is the highest value, this is a mid-range value, and this is the lowest value at which the LED is going to be functioning. Yeah, but the very important part of this program ends here. That is, if B is called, everything will turn to 0. As we mentioned, J says 0. So when B is called, every value will be turned to 0. For example, let's imagine that we have called function f and the LED is now switched on at a value of 255. So when alphabet bravo is called, the value over here is now going to change to 0, and therefore the LED is going to switch off. This will apply to any loop over here. So yeah, let's just upload this to the board and check it out. We also have to configure a few things in our mobile phone application, which can be downloaded by you clicking the link down in the description. So let's just go on and connect the Arduino to the computer. Okay, so Arduino is powered up. Just check the right port is selected. Yep, the right board is also selected. Processor is also the right thing to be selected. Okay, let's just go ahead and verify that real quick. Yep, done compiling as expected. Upload. Uploading done. That's a good sign. Okay, so now that the program has been uploaded to the board, we can go ahead and disconnect it from the computer and connect the pins to the Arduino. The transmitter pin of the module. So the transmitter pin has to go to the receiver end of the Arduino, and the receiver pin of the Bluetooth module is now going to go to the transmitter pin. So all we are left to do is to hook this up to a 12-volt power supply. Okay, LED just blinked. Guys, a little update. As you see, the LED in the Bluetooth module is blinking at a relatively higher rate. This means that no device has been connected to the module. In case any device is connected, the blink rate of the LED will be comparatively low. Okay, now once the circuit setup is successful, you can go to the Play Store and download this application. Don't tell me you're running out of storage, because this is not more than 6 megabytes. Anyways, let's just click install. Click on open. Sorry for the bad focus, but can't help it. Yeah. Can either click search to see your device. Nah, no big deal. Okay, so as we saw in the program, we have to call in letter alpha to execute just one part of the program, and to turn the program off we have to call in bravo, right? So we're gonna use every alphabet to call in a particular action, and a common alphabet bravo to turn off the function. So we'll be figuring it out how to do that. So go to buttons, long press onto this thing. It says button, you can configure to anything you want. For example, as we see, to call in function A, so here the program is to blink the LED every 100 milliseconds. For convenience, we'll be naming this thing as blink 100. Command A, off command is B. Yeah, do that for every other function like C, D, E, F, G. Hey, by the way, this is just for reference. You can name the button anything you want to. It doesn't matter actually. Yeah, this is case sensitive, by the way. So please stick to the correct case as in the code, or it's not going to function. It's not even going to respond, because if you give the wrong case, for example, if I have a uppercase in the program and I enter a lowercase over here, the program, the module is not going to recognize. It's as equivalent as you giving a wrong input, so it's not going to respond to you anyways. Okay, so we are running out of buttons currently. There is nothing much beyond button 6, so we will not be going for the last section of this program, that is to call in function head so as to make the LED switch on at brightness level 50, which is kind of the minimum brightness as of now. So the last thing we're going to be doing is LED turning on in around 125, and to make that happen we have to call in alphabet gulf, and to turn that off we're going to say bravo. Okay, say once that's done, you can pretty much hook this up to the 12 volt power supply. Okay, now yeah, as mentioned, since the Bluetooth module has been connected to a device, the blink rate is pretty low when compared to a position where it was not connected. Okay, so now we're gonna go on with the first one. Yeah, there we go. That's amazing. Okay, tap on the same button to turn it off. Okay. That's gonna blink every 200 milliseconds. 200 milliseconds seems like a short time now. That's every interval between the blink is 200 milliseconds. Well, that's fast. Okay, yeah, there is no lag in between. It is just waiting to complete the loop. For example, let's go to fade. So as you can see, it is fading up to a higher brightness and fading down. So as soon as I touch the button to switch it off, it's not switching off. This is because when I switched it off in the mobile, the process was in middle of the loop. So once the loop has been completed, it shuts down. Yeah, the same thing goes for fade 30. Now it's going to go even at a slower rate. So when you increase the fade value to 100 or 150, it's going to take a very long time to achieve 0 to maximum brightness. So it depends upon you. Yeah, so once that's done, switch that off. Yeah, waiting for the loop to be completed. So once the loop is completed, this will turn off. Okay, probably again, so probably this time. Damn, that's a long time down there. Oh, that's taking very long, isn't it? Yep. LED at brightness level 255. Yep. LED brightness level at 125. There we go. You'll probably not be able to find the difference because the camera is not that responsive. As I can see right now that the LED is comparatively in lower brightness when compared to a LED value at 225 or 255. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video right now. Okay, so now that's gonna wrap up for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. I enjoyed. And please be safe and secure. If you like the video, please turn the notifications on. Before that, please subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I don't think the prompting is necessary right now. I mean, if you like the video, you're going to subscribe anyways. That's the rule. We all know that. So we will meet in the next video. So until then, stay tuned and have a nice day.